All right, we
Oh,
are
here we go.
live. It is what is it? Tuesday now, isn't it?
Tuesday. It's been a while.
It's been a while, yeah.
I think
Not
last
because we
Thursday
forgot
was our
about you
last
guys.
show
We've just
for
been
you and I
working on some
together.
other stuff.
Yeah, we've been busy, right?
Yeah, it's like I was talking to you yesterday. It's kind of like we've designed this amazing project that we're going to do. We've got it all like diagrammed, and we've got the whole thing built. But then it's kind of like a house. You get a architect that renders the house. But you got a whole lot of work before you actually start putting that thing up.
Yeah, you got to build that foundation.
Yeah, you got to do the foundational stuff. So we're working on some of that stuff, and it's exciting. What do you think about these Bitcoin prices, Doug?
Based on my personal research and my opinion, which is worth what it's worth, I think this is the last push to get rid of the little guy, so scare the rest of the people out. There's all the big guys are buying right now, or the over the counter is going crazy. So this is, we've been talking about this for a while, that there's going to be a dip, and then there's going to be a rocket ship. And right. I think this is the dip before the rocket ship. And, I said this before, you're going to start, after this dip, you're going to start seeing it go up kind of slow, and then it's going to go 30 to 40, and then we're not going to see 50, 60, or probably even 70. It's going to go you're going to wake up one day, and it's going to be in the 90s. And then it's going to keep going up from there. It might, obviously it's not advice. This is just my personal opinion based on my history with Bitcoin and all the research I'm doing.
Right.
And there's nowhere else to go. The fiat dollar is falling apart. They're printing more. We talked about this. They're printing more every day. Last week, there was 13% increase in inflation. That's a headline I read on last Friday. Wells Fargo basically stopped lending personal loans. And
they're pulling all their lines of credit, right?
Yeah, they're pulling it, and there's rumors they're going to pull the personal lines of credit.
Yeah.
And part of the FAQ is, hey, will this affect my credit score? And they're like, probably, but that's the way it is. So what, JP Morgan is hinting to doing the same thing. B of A, all the biggies are right behind it. And, I don't know what you think about banks, whether they're good, bad, evil, whatever. I think they're a little bit of everything, including evil. But there's one thing that they are definitely is smart. So they're doing this for a reason.
They did it. The last time they did it was the housing crisis, right? That's the last time they did this. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're seeing the writing on the wall. I don't know why they're going into cash, because it's a devaluing asset. But maybe they're not. Maybe they're going to be really smart and go into cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and come out as heroes on the other side. I don't know. That part we'll see in these next few months of what's really happening behind the scenes. But pulling credit, which is their banks, how do they make their money? Loans.
Yeah, they got to lend money, right?
Stopping the money-making part of their business is very interesting. And why? It's got to be a drastic thing. There's no other reason to do it. And I know Wells Fargo is skittish because, they keep getting dinged for ethics violations. And, if you go their past, they got a terrible past as far as doing stuff that isn't really legal. So I'm sure they're a little skittish and trying to, not be at the end of this where they got to.
I'm sure they've got more regulations about what they've got to do and be more upfront about things because of all the bad things that they did.
Yeah.
They got caught doing, So they don't want to just get caught with their hand in the cookie jar again, I guess.
Yeah. So this is going to affect the real estate market, I believe. The metals market, it may go up, but it's so manipulated. I mean, we've been talking about this for months, ever since we started the show. The only thing left is Bitcoin. It doesn't leak.
Yeah.
I read a headline this morning that the difficulty rate of Bitcoin keeps going down and down. I watched a video yesterday I don't know if it's India or China, of a bulldozer just crushing miners, like a $4 million worth of mining computers, just crushing them. Because China kicked them all out.
That was in Malaysia, I think. Yeah, they had
that Malaysia?
steamroller.
Yeah, steamroller. You saw that same one?
Yeah, he steamrolled all these Bitcoin machines.
This is crazy. So the cool thing is Bitcoin is programmed to handle this. The difficulty is going down. We're able to mine on our, right now we can mine and get Satoshis and on the laptops and phones and all that stuff. So it's a good opportunity for us that the network handles it. It's still going great. But they're using all this as FUD, to create fear out there to try to squeeze out the rest of us, and then paying on for the rocket ships, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, I think it's going to be crazy. I mean, that's typical government thinking, isn't it? You got all these machines that literally make money. I mean, maybe somebody should have thought about putting them on eBay or something.
Yeah, yeah, I know. That's so stupid, huh?
Instead of just going out and running them all over, and then you got a big giant mess you got to clean up, and it's like, just causing more work.
That is funny. I didn't even think about that. They could have doubled. Those things go more on the aftermarket than they do in the original market.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I was looking at, they're just going, how much money they just totally wasted.
Yeah, crazy.
That's stupid,
Yeah, not too smart. Of course, I don't know. Yeah, I used
it's
to grow.
Like LAPD. I was watching this morning. You see, the news came out. They had a fireworks thing. They they had these aftermarket fireworks, and they didn't know the exact weight of them, and it was way more weight than they thought. And when they set it off, it blew up half a building or half a block and hurt 17 people.
Oh my gosh, that's
and
terrible.
It's really yes.
Yeah,
ready, fire, aim. Right. Let's think things through a little bit, guys. It's like.
I remember growing up thinking, okay, the government, they must be the smartest people out there. And I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them they couldn't do anything else. So they decided to go into government.
Yeah. It's crazy. I've working on the stuff for the Ken's Coin project, I've been really looking at some of these other, it's great. I've been looking at some of these other, meme coins and things like that. And, that really just don't do anything and have these amazing market caps.
Yeah, Doge and
yeah, I mean, Doge right now I think is sitting as of yesterday, it was like $24 billion market cap.
Crazy.
And it was created as a joke. Okay, and so I looked at probably 20 different videos of people comparing different these different ones to each other and stuff. And, pretty much most everybody came back and said, yeah, well, if you invest in Doge right now, I mean, there's the max upside it could be is maybe 2 or 3 times its thing, then they were saying this Shiba Inu, which is I don't know, these little Inu dogs, right? I don't know what they're the craze of the internet, right?
Yeah, I don't know either.
They just knocked off basically Dogecoin. And the only thing that they're doing anything different is that they are having a swap, like a quick, one of the swaps like that. So they've got the Shiba swap. So that one might have a little bit of legs down the road or something. But and there's looking like SafeMoon, SafeMoon, where people put $100 in it, it's worth $8 million, right? What do you do? And
I don't think you can do that again with them.
No, you couldn't do that again. And the thing is, I mean, they tout themselves as an inflationary coin, so basically it's like whenever they want you to hold on to the coin, and when you sell, 10% of it, 5% of it gets burned, I guess, and the other 5% gets distributed amongst the coin holders and stuff. Yeah. And it's like, wow, that's your model. It's and
is that enough or is that too much? I mean, how do you know how much to burn?
I got no idea, but I mean, they got a $3 billion market cap, and what's interesting is you look at Doge, this thing that was started as a joke, it's worth more than Ford, it's worth more than American Airlines, it's worth more than Moderna. Okay, wow, yeah, right. Real businesses, and you just create a joke, and you can make a joke out of it. I mean, what happens when you actually do something with one of these coins? I mean,
it has a little substance behind it, like those 3 pillars we talk about. Yeah,
have some real substance. Maybe really build a community, really do something in the community for people. Wow, what could happen then? We're really onto something here. It's going to be pretty exciting.
Well, I know on the technical side for Kids Coin, we got all the foundations pretty much built. We'll be tweaking some of it and letting you guys know in this next week or so, and then I know you're working on some more marketing stuff, which is a big part of launching a token out there, is getting the word out. We talk about the 3 pillars. It's technology, it's liquidity, and it's community.
Right.
So our technology is not only the coin itself, because it's blockchain. That's a new technology. It's also applying the blockchain and Bitcoin techniques and technology to the charitable world at large, and to help.
Would ours be considered a cryptocurrency or a token, or is there what's a real difference?
So they're pretty much interchangeable.
Okay.
In the blockchain world, what we created was a token.
Okay.
And it can, and when we get it on an exchange and stuff, then it plays in the cryptocurrency world, if you want to look at it that way.
Okay.
So it brings that's where the value comes in, and I'll back up just a little bit. Almost every major state that's jumping in to cryptocurrency and the blockchain technology and passing laws and stuff, they're all classifying. In fact, Michael Saylor just wrote a big article or did a tweet on this 2-3 days ago that he doesn't believe Bitcoin will ever be a currency. It's an asset. It's personal property, like real property. Wyoming has 4 or 5 years ago, they basically defined cryptocurrency as an asset, personal property, which is great because the Constitution kind of protects our personal property. You can't come in and confiscate it. In most cases, you can't. It's very hard to do that.
Right.
And there's a lot of state laws, not California, but a lot of other states.
Florida specifically.
Yeah, Florida, and all all the Midwest states are all adopting this as personal property, and it's protected under all those laws and stuff. So that's kind of what we're building.
Right.
And personal property you can trade. Gold is a personal property. I could go to you and trade a piece of gold for your bike, bikes, whatever. So I could do the same with my cryptocurrency. You can value that at this, and I say, hey, I'll give you, 1,000 Kins coin, and I want to buy your car off of that, or trade your car. And you say, okay, fine, and we trade, and the deal's done. You can do that all day with it's the barter system, right?
It was interesting. One of the other things that I saw them talking about, all of these, so-called influencers out there talking about, when they're talking about these coins, they said for the Shiba Inu coin, they said, for it to see more growth, it just needs to be, I think it got on Binance, or it needs to be on Binance, right? And they're like, and for the Safe Moon, they're saying, oh yeah, what's going to really make it move? What's really going to make it move? If it gets on Robinhood, that's what's going to make it go. And it's like, really, just more eyeballs is the only thing. I mean, that's the only. You don't have any other value. You just. That's what you're going to build your whole business on, is based on just exposure.
Yeah, they're basically working on the one leg, liquidity, and that's it. They got no technology, and they're not building a community.
Right. Yeah. They're not building much.
Their table is going to go bloop.
Yeah, it's crazy watching. Seeing what people are out there, and it's when you think about something real, and I even heard some of these influencers go, yeah, it's gonna be kind of interesting to see what happens if somebody ever comes out with a real coin. That's what we're all looking for.
Yeah, and the use case that we're working on, hopefully we're going to be a great example of that. That's our goal is to everybody that's been following us, few, many, large, I don't know who it is. It's growing every week, which is great. Thank you. You're gonna be able to learn from this and hopefully take something from what we're doing, and do something even better.
Yeah, hopefully it just opens up the eyes to a lot of people out there that there are way many more ways to think about this than just keep knocking off all these Safe Moon. You got the Pluto one, you got the Earth one, you got the all these Safe Mars. It's like they're all just like knocking off each other. Nobody seems to have an original thought out there anywhere.
No. And what's wrong with these corporations these days? The big corporations everybody sees as evil. And there's theories that they control this, control that. They try to suppress us. Maybe they are, but their whole goal is to make more money, right?
Right.
So at whatever cost. And I don't think that's really good. But why can't you create a business or an opportunity that helps everybody, including the people that are in the opportunity and the people that benefit from the opportunity, and then the world at large? Why can't you do that? That's kind of how it was supposed to work. And these large corporations have kind of skewed that a little bit and went totally internal and very selfish. But all they have to do is just help a little bit. I think Apple does it a little bit. That's probably why they're one of the most successful companies up there. Right. I know Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, she's giving away everything. So, she's kind of jumping on that kind of bandwagon. And that's what we're trying to do here with this use case with Kinscoin Wheels, is to show a case where you can provide an opportunity and help people and benefit the world at large.
And maybe make some money at the same time. I mean, you
Right.
really create
That's what I meant by helping people on all sides.
Yeah, you got to create a
out.
win-win-win situation. It has to be,
Yeah.
if you can create something that's a win for everybody involved, it's a win. I mean, for us, it's a great, we're going to be able to do good in the community. We're able to help a lot of people. It's a real win. It's going to be real good for the people that are out there that we're able to help with this. Right. And it's going to be real good for the people that, participate in the community, because the community is going to grow. So, if you really focus on all aspects of it, it's kind of like you say, we've got those 3 pillars, but they all got to be just as strong. You can't have, you want to be built on a house of stilts and you got 2 solid pillars and you got one that's kind of wobbly, because that can make it all come down.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we've got some exciting stuff we're working on, guys. I think that's what we're going to do today, because I'm going to go out and actually play a little bit of golf with a couple of buddies this afternoon.
Awesome.
Yeah. And
I'm going to go stick my feet in the ocean for a few minutes.
My wife was over there with the kids the other day, and she said it was surprisingly warm,
Yeah, it is. The water is a little bit warmer than normal.
Yeah. So everybody have a great day. We will be back with you tomorrow, and we'll see you about the same time, and we'll have some other good stuff for you.
Take care.
All right.